Welcome to another bonus episode, post-game episode of Illinicast. The game is still going on right now. Illinois is currently up 97-70, 97-73. That's going to be the final score. And I just had to come on. I said on Twitter, I'm like, I can't decide whether I should start the holiday weekend early, open up a beverage, or just kind of talk about this game. But this game was everything we were kind of asking for or hoping for. So I just wanted to, get on with you guys, go over the box score, just, chat for 10, 15 minutes and really kind of soak this game in, because the last few bragging rights games have not gone our way at all. And so Austin and I kind of talked about in the preview episode that we just we both had a good feeling on this game, and that's rarely the case for me. But Illinois just kind of jumped out to lead very early, and this game was never in doubt. Missouri had cut it down to 17 or so in that second half, but even then, I wasn't really worried. We came back. One of our guys hit a three, and it's just Terrence Shannon Jr. I said this earlier. He made himself a lot of money coming back for his final season here in an Illini uniform. He was supposedly waiting for a promise last year in that second round by various teams. I hear Orlando Magic most often. He didn't get it, and now he's coming back. And now, the guy just looks like an NBA player. I'd be shocked if he wasn't at least a top 15 player, if not a lottery pick. But he was just all world. He had almost a double-double in that first half. I think he had 17 and 9 just alone in that first half. And, let's just go ahead and get started with that. He finishes the game with 30 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists. And, I've been talking about it all season long. Like, he has that extra confidence that this year, that every time he steps on the court, he knows he's the best player in the world, or best player on that court. And that's key. Last year, he deferred a little bit, but this year he's just like, hey, I'm an All-American. I want to show the world that I'm an All-American. It's a travesty that he isn't talked about by national media as much as he is. But today's just one of those games. 10 for 16 from the free throw line. The guy knows how to get points, no matter how. His game, he looks like an NBA player. Someone on Twitter had mentioned, Terrence Shannon Jr. looks like, hey, let's grab an NBA wing and let's just turn him into a college basketball player. And that's kind of what he's looked like this year. I don't know what else to say. Everyone has been talking about it already. There was just one play where basically he hustled down the court on defense, and he picked up a rebound on a missed Missouri fast break opportunity. Gets it at the corner of the court and passes it down, hustles all the way down, and he ends up being the one who scores the layup at the other end. That is exactly why Terrence should be a high NBA level pick. He can shoot. He can get to the line. He's physical. When he wants to play defense, he plays great defense. The guy is, I'm just so proud of him. Chicago kid. It's a really fun story to see. But there was other guys who played just as well. Quincy Guerrier, or dare I say, Courier. Sorry. Like his confidence level over the last 3-4 weeks. He started off 1 for 13 this season, shooting the 3-pointers, and now, if I don't know why teams continue to leave him open in that left corner spot, because that thing hardly ever even touches rim. And he had a couple of and one points where it just shows like how just strong and physical this guy is. And again, I've been harping all season long when we talk about basketball how I don't know if we have that second guy, or the Robin to Terrence Shannon's Batman, and I think I'm just wrong. Like, I don't know if we need it or not, because when Quincy plays the way he does today, when Coleman Hawkins had a great game today, I'm not sure what his plus and minus was, but Coleman Hawkins was 15 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, a block. And we know he plays good defense, and he had a couple of heat check moments in that first half, which is completely okay. He had a great game. The only guy who probably struggled a little bit, but this is how good of a game it was for Illinois. I was going to say the only guy who kind of struggled on the eye test today was Marcus Damask. Marcus Damask's final numbers this game was 10 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. The guy almost got a triple-double. Like for him right now, the only thing he's missing from his game. By the way, I'm watching the Illini raise that bragging rights trophy now, and my God, that's a beautiful thing. I miss seeing that. Marcus Damask right now, the only thing he's missing from his game is getting that 3-pointer. He was 0 for 7 today. I genuinely think that once he gets 1 or 2 in a row to fall, he'll be fine. It's just one of those mid-season slumps, and I'd rather have him go through it now than when Big Ten season starts, which is in 2 games from now. Another guy, Ty Rodgers. Now, I know, Ty Rodgers is not a point guard. We know that. Brad Underwood said he was a point guard. He's not a point guard. But outside Terrence Shannon Jr., I think Ty Rodgers might have been the most valuable player of the game today. Just offensive rebound after offensive rebound. His stat line reads 4 points, 9 rebounds, 6 of them being offensive. I mean, 1 block. He's one of the reasons that this game ended up being a 24-point victory for the Illini. He, every time we missed a shot, he grabbed an offensive rebound, passed it out. Gary or Domask or not Domask, but one of these guys just, would create a scoring opportunity once you get, that second chance, and it would go in, and just extremely valuable. It's one of those where, I genuinely hope that he's put in a role which he isn't necessarily, geared towards, but it doesn't seem like his confidence has been shot. He had one play where I'm sure anyone who watched the game knows what I'm talking about, where he was pretty much right under the rim, and I think he should have just gone up and scored, but he passed it out. But even he followed that up on the same play by almost having a tip dunk, which would have brought the roof down. So it's, he's quickly, becoming what I knew he was going to be, one of my favorite Illini. And, he continues to get better. And, his offensive game isn't there yet, but everything else is. Everything else that we heard about in college, about the type of player he was going to be, it's all there already. And, great game for Ty Rodgers, no doubt about it. Amani Hansberry didn't play very much, but at least I particularly remembered in that first half, he played his role to a T. He was physical. He was grabbing rebounds. He outran his man down the court 2 or 3 times. He wasn't fed the ball, but that's what I want from him. It was nice for him to get that run too in St. Louis, because I think he's going to be a big part of next year's team, and so I want those guys to get that sort of experience. Mani and Morez next year, it's going to be one heck of a front line, and again, he didn't play much, but in the times that I did see him, I was really satisfied. Luke Goody, Luke Goody does more in a game without touching the ball than a lot of people realize. I mean, he plays great defense. Anytime you're kind of looking for something to focus on, just watch Luke Goody play defense, both individual and team defense. The guy's he knows his spot. If you listen to interviews, and the way he talks, like he seems like he's thought about a future in coaching. And in my opinion, he's got the head for it. Like he knows where to be. He knows his spots. He's a really smart basketball player. And, of course, in a great 3-point shooter. He was a little off today. He was 1 for 4. But he's not lacking confidence. I remember there was one play where he missed his 3rd 3-pointer. And, of course, who else? Ty Rodgers grabbed the rebound. And Luke Goody called for it immediately. He called for it. He got the ball, went in. So, he was able to make that last shot. And, I think that's I think I've basically talked about everyone box score wise. It's, again, it just feels so nice. This is, the Christmas holidays feel so much better after a nice resounding victory in the bragging rights game. And, truthfully, I'm really happy for Coleman Hawkins and Terrence Shannon Jr. To get this game under the belt, especially after the disaster that was last year's game. It was almost the complete reversal this year, and there's just something about this team. A lot of people, yes, of course, yeah, I agree. Purdue is the best team in the Big Ten, and it's going to take a monumental effort for anyone else but Purdue to win the Big Ten conference. But I genuinely think that we are closer to Purdue than people are giving us credit for. The team that played tonight, they can go toe to toe with Purdue. I'm kind of grateful that we played them twice this year because I am looking forward to that game in Champaign. I genuinely think that could be a coin flip game. With Guerrier making the shots that he is, Terrence just being a monster, and that game against Purdue, he's going to go up against Edey and he's going to make it personal. Everyone's already handed Edey the National Player of the Year award, both in the conference and in the country, and probably deserves it. But Terrence is not going to take that lightly. Terrence is going to, try to let the national media know that, hey, don't forget about me. I'm still here too. So, Terrence and Coleman, their last years in an Illini uniform, it's nice for them to have this resounding victory performance this year, especially, and it's not like they didn't do anything. They were two of the key, parts of this victory. So it's really nice to see. But yeah, I'm not sure what else we got here today. I just want to get on and talk about this game because I know there's a lot of Illini fans that are excited. Again, my name is Sonny Verma. Please, if you don't mind, hit that button, hit that subscribe button. You can find us, Illinicast, on all your favorite podcast apps, whether it's Apple, Spotify, Pocket Cast, whatever it is you use. Please share it with your friends. I'm having fun doing this. And yes, go Illinois. We play Farley Dickinson. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but we play them on the next game. And then we open up. Well, technically we opened it up against Rutgers, but we open up the Big Ten season against Northwestern and follow that up with Purdue. So dare I start thinking in the future, with a victory against Dickinson, and let's take care of business against Northwestern. That game against Purdue could be a top 7 showdown. We'll see. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Let's take care of these 2 games in front of us now. But that's going to be it for now. Everyone, please enjoy your holidays. Stay safe. Be merry. Spend time with some family. And Austin and I will see you next week. ILL.